Okay. Ha. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to log 94. I think. Yeah. I wrote down log 92 twice, but I caught it right off the bat this time. So, it's not necessarily progress towards anything, but I guess learning. I don't know. Today has been a day. It's been a day. Yeah, I thought I was like managing finals week like a boss. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, yesterday I did online course, comic, this, that, this homework, that thing, applied for a job, this email, like, I was doing all of that, and I made myself dinner, and I ate, and I slept okay, and I thought I was like on top of the world. Well, I mean, that's an exaggeration. I've been slowly getting a little more stressed out every day because I've been silly, and I let that urgency get to me, that the pressure to just keep working all the time and keep working and just not resting until something is done. And I skipped a couple exercises, skipped a break here and there, got some pretty rocky sleep, and now we have some health problems. Not as bad as last semester, I don't think. It's not like complete exhaustion and then like nausea. It's like, how do I put this in a not TMI way? Hormonal imbalances. I'll just say that. Not fun. Not what I asked for. In fact, it makes everything harder. But that is my body saying, hey, too much, we are in fight or flight mode. Even though I thought I was fine, I thought I was doing okay, but I guess not. But you know what, I'm just gonna go off the list here, just because it's kind of funny how absurd this day has been. So, woke up at 6:30, mind you. Did wake up for that. Woke up, felt gross right off the bat. Like, ugh. Just, congestion is still there, and I was getting like cramps, and then my stomach hurt too, and I thought that was just like post-nasal drip or snot or whatever. Fun fact, mild food poisoning. Yay! It's it's kind of stupid. It's my own fault. It's because I left a latte out on my desk for over a day. The latte means it has milk in it, so don't drink that. I only had one sip. It wasn't crazy. I regretted it as soon as I did. I was like, shouldn't have done that. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. So that was an unpleasant start to the day, and then that ended up making me skip class again because I was what's the word? I was feeling a little fragile in the digestion area. So, and of course by that point I was already stressed out about this and that other health issue, so I thought like, oh my gosh, my body's just breaking down. I'm breaking down and I will just panic and pass out and die. Right here. No more work, just, which I don't want to do. So of course I was freaking out even more about that, and then I just started panicking. Not panic attack, but I mean, we were getting close to the hyperventilation level. And then I folded, and I scrolled on Instagram for like almost 2 hours in my bathrobe and pajamas, and I just needed a distraction, and that's the thing I started scrolling on, and I was like frantically Googling different health things, because that's the thing that you're always not supposed to do, but you do anyway, because you need that sense of security of knowing, but you regret it anyway. Similar thing with Instagram. Yeah. So that was that, and then felt better, luckily. I recovered pretty quickly from the food poisoning, because, I mean, it's not my first rodeo. This actually completes the 4-year streak of food poisoning during each college year. Surprisingly, only 2 of them were my fault. Freshman and sophomore year, it was the restaurant's fault. They were worse, too. But junior and senior year, it was of my own devices. I was so close. I was so close to making it a full senior year without getting food poisoning, but hey, it's not that bad compared to the other times. So, yeah. And then I had my other class, so I did that. And then at that point, first off, my econ professor assigned us 8 graded for correctness assignments before the final as like a review, which like I get because it's a cumulative final, so you're like making sure everyone's caught up, like a nice refresher from lesson 1 to lesson 8, so there's like an assignment for each section. But like, I don't need that right now. I am gonna take my chances on my memory, but it's required and it's graded, and I would like to actually graduate because, yeah. So, like, it's not even a grade problem, it's just credits. But, and then after that, I actually found out that there was a project that I misinterpreted from one of my other classes. We were making an art book, a hypothetical art book. At least I thought it was hypothetical. No, it turns out you had to order it and present the physical copy for the final critique. I didn't know that. I didn't touch the software. So, yeah, I learned how to use InDesign today at like 10 at night. And, well, not 10 at night, it was like 6, but still downloaded that for the first time, installed the software. Luckily, thank goodness, I have free access to all like the Adobe Suite stuff because of my like university account. That's gonna go away real soon. That's fine, I don't like using Adobe stuff anyway. But yeah, I did it. I just ordered it, and I had to pay so much for express shipping because that's the only chance I can get it in time. Like, it's final crit is next week. So even then, I might not even get it in time because it was 5 to 7 business days, not 5 to 7 days. There's a weekend in between that. So, yeah. Man, yeah, I was walking around today and it felt like someone dropped 3 anvils on my head. And I've just, the online course has been enough pressure. And I have 3 ad videos due tomorrow that I haven't started. And I know those take an hour each, at least. And they're due tomorrow. And it's 11:43 p.m. and I need sleep because I'll be waking up at 6:30. Maybe 7:30. Because I have a call at 9. And yeah. I did, though. I bought another notebook for the Artist's Way because, as luck would have it, hold on. You want to talk about a little extra sweet, satisfying ending? Without counting the pages. Like, completely randomly, this is my Artist's Way journal that I've been using the entire time. I bought it day 1. Morning pages day 1, January 25th. And I haven't spared a single page. I didn't count it or anything. And I just finished the last page today. Like, I mean, how satisfying is that? That's very satisfying because it means I was gonna try and get it yesterday, but I didn't have enough time. And lo and behold, there was just enough pages for one more day. So I got another one, and it's teal. It actually matches my, ew. How did I get an email for a ChatGPT ad? Get away. Anyway. Yeah. Just the entire day, I felt like my lung capacity was like halved. I just found myself holding my breath the entire day. And I didn't want to hold my breath, but when I tried to breathe deeper, it was like I just couldn't. I could only breathe in through like a straw. It was not fun, and especially not fun when you realize that you can't stop doing it, and that just makes more panic, so you just keep spiraling, and that's not very conducive to relaxing. But I actually followed through on my nurturing thing today that I had planned this week. There was a wind ensemble that was happening at 7:30 p.m. and even though I was in the middle of making my last-minute art book, I said, all right, I need to do one thing right today, and I'll just go to that. And I did, and it was actually really interesting. I'm afraid that I wasted the first half because I spent too much time trying to regulate my breathing while just listening. This whole day, you know, the game Lethal Company, and I'm sure a bunch of other horror games do it too, but when you see a monster, you get 0.5 tunnel vision, and you hear this buzzing audio. That was me the whole day, more or less. I was extremely in we were in survival mode today. And luckily though, I made sure to try and complain a little more. I didn't try to hide it all. Yeah, because I was chatting, and earlier in today, I was just taking a look at how far I've come through this artist's way and stuff, and it still doesn't totally feel like I've come this far. I know I have, in ways that I haven't been able to truly notice because it's been so subtle, but powerful. But it still goes away when I'm in a room full of people. Not necessarily strangers, a little less, but especially people that I know. There's just that reflexive pressure to just, I don't even know what the word would be, conform, I guess, just become a doormat, more or less, just censor parts of myself and just pieces of me that I always thought were undesirable. And I can still definitely feel that, and I'm trying to fight it, and I'm still finding it very difficult. Which, again, this is a lot of change happening in a short amount of time, so I should be gracious and patient towards myself, but why am I still like this? It feels like I want to get out of this cage. But to do that, I need to express myself more. I don't even know what that would mean. So, I'm just getting ahead of myself again, as per usual. So it's fine. Right now, I'm just going to focus on all of this, and I'm going to take it one step at a time because it is very easy to get overwhelmed by all of this right now. But one step at a time, one day at a time. I'm not going to write a to-do list because that just tends to stack all of them up at me. I think I got everything. Everything's looping in my head anyway, so I don't need any help remembering. But and then anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna go to a baseball game. Yeah, my friends and I scheduled tickets for it a while ago, so I guess that's my other mandatory outing. And I think I had written down going back to the coffee shop again tomorrow. That'd be nice. But yeah. Oh, I've also been doing all of this on 4.5 hours of sleep, so really not set up for success today. But I think now that the day is mostly done, and I'm talking about all of this, and I'm recapping the day like it's over, and I did it, I'm starting to breathe easier. I don't know how to tackle this stuff because I'm trying to, like, near the end of the day, I was thinking of different ways to kind of thrive amongst the chaos, more or less, and just not get so intimidated by all of this work, but to embrace it instead. And I mean, I want to have that, you know, chaotic artistic persona. So I just have to start believing that I'm capable enough to handle all of this. But at a certain point, when does that become ignorance of the difficulties? Like, it's just... I've been going so far the other way for so long where it's like, I will do anything, blah blah blah. Like, no mercy, tough love, whatever you want to call it. So then I was starting to be like, oh, this is a lot for me. And then I started to get overwhelmed. And now I need to find the middle where I recognize that it's a lot of work, but I also recognize my own capabilities. So I take care of myself, but I also believe in myself. Yeah. So I know I said a couple weeks ago that the first week of April was the crunchiest crunch. No. This is the crunchiest crunch. Yeah. No, trying to recap today before I even turn on the camera. This morning doesn't feel like the same day at all. Like, what even happened today? I was like delirious for half of it. But, good news, I found allergy meds in my drawer. So we have those now, and that should help one thing at least. So, yeah. I might try and record something for the course tonight just to like have it done. But it's also almost midnight, so I think maybe no. I think I should just let it rest. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so more or less we're just gonna get pajamas on and go right over there. Man. But this is it, though. This is... Yeah, I mean, last 2 days of April and then it's May. And then I have 2 weeks, really? Actually, yeah. Come to think of it, in 8 minutes, the course will launch in a week. The course will launch in a week. I have very little done. But the point is, this all has a hard deadline. It will be over. And then that'll be it for college, more or less. Like, I'll have a week after that, before graduation, to kind of just decompress and chill and like actually enjoy my last couple days on campus. So I'm looking forward to that. But right now we are... Yeah. This is the final boss. This is it. But we're working on hyping ourselves up. We are not going to be our own weakness. We are going to be our own strength. We are going to be the hype squad and the best friend and all of the support. Well, not all, but most of the support that I need. Yeah. Man. Definitely feeling like the This Is Fine dog sitting in fire right now. But this is fine. I mean, it's all work. It's work. Yeah, there's pressures, but like I'm not physically in danger. There's no active threat on my life or whatever, so it's just pressures. So if it's all in my head, that means that I can like manage it in my head. I don't know. I'm starting to like try and plan how to surpass stress again. I keep trying to do that, but like it's that zoomy voice that just wants to zoom out and like understand everything and just sit back with the knowledge, feeling safe. I did that in Lethal Company too. When I was playing with my friends, I was always the one that stayed back and I watched the map on the ship because I just needed to know. I hated being in the facility with just no idea. what could be out there. So it's, yeah. That's interesting though. I guess I really should just play around more often, play more games, because you really do learn more about yourself just by doing that stuff. Okay. Yep, we talked about like 0 art in this log. It's just me complaining, but needed to. Although I did doodle. I did. Thank goodness for my microeconomics class, because that was the perfect time for a little doodling, and that was nice. And I'll probably do a little bit before bed. Speaking of, let's go to that. Good night. Yeah, still good night. And I will see you in log 95.